Hello, I'm Alec. I'm a consultant and I just want to hang out. So we got another fun bit today. We have another hot take. Check out this title. What is the judicial power? Repeat. What is the judicial power? But before we go, excuse me, morning time. But before we go, I just want to give a shout out to the administrative law judges for showing us how they show the administrative law. I really appreciate the justices, and I really appreciate how they show us what law that they're showing the people. Thank you for your service, and thanks for this jump off bit. Now, let's hop on this hot take. What is the judicial power? But before we go, we have to lay down some terms and some conditions, and we have to agree upon them so we can be on the same page. So I'm going to show you this word, and you need to focus on the highlight, okay? Just focus on the highlight. Check this out. Court. Court is the persons or judges assembled for hearing and deciding causes, civil, criminal, military, naval, or ecclesiastical. That's what a court is, right? So the court is where the persons, and the persons are the people, right? So all the men and all the women are the persons, right? Once you understand that a person is just a tool that the people speak through, and a judge also is a tool that the people speak through, because a judge just shows. That's all a judge does. A judge shows what is written. They don't make it, they just show it. That's it, okay? Now, we're going to drop down and show you the summary of what is the judicial power. And check this highlight out too, okay? Judicial power is the authority given to courts and judges to hear and decide cases. Oh, so there's an authority that gives the judges the power, okay? All right, let's keep it going. And to make binding judgments on them. This power allows them to interpret and apply the law when disputes arise over what has been done or not done under it. Okay? Remember that bit right there. Judicial power is the authority given, right? So something gives something the power, all right? Drop down and check out this provision from one of our constitutions. Check out this one right here. It says, the judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court. Repeat, the judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. Okay, so you have the superior court, which is the top court, which is where the judicial power is, right? And then you have inferior courts, right? Those would be like federal district courts, and those would be like administrative law courts and all those little inferior courts where they just talk about whatever it is that they can talk about, right? So they have limited powers, right? Remember this, and we're going to be cool. Now, I'm going to show you my job description, because this is what I love to do, because it's my duty and my obligation. I've been commissioned to teach all nations. Now check out this job description from my father's word. All right, look at this bit. It says, a father of the fatherless and a judge of the widows is God in his holy habitation. That's what my father does. My father judges, so he teaches us how to judge, right? Father teaches us how to show the law is written, right? And he gives us a script right there. A father of the fatherless and a judge of the widows, right? That's what we're supposed to look out for. We're supposed to look out for the fatherless, and we're supposed to look out for the widows. The widows are the ones that don't have husbands. They don't have men. They don't have a head, okay? Remember this, all right? Now drop down and check out this bit. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. That's what Jesus told us we're supposed to do. Jesus told us to judge righteous judgment, right? So we're supposed to show the right law, right? So that's what we're supposed to do. We don't make up law, we just show the right law, right? So the law that we are always showing is written. So all law has already been written, and we show it. Here's the law. This is what's written. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. Understand? Got it good. It's real simple for us, because we only show what is written, because Jesus shows us how to judge, right? And we know what we're supposed to judge, right? We're supposed to look out for the fatherless, and we're supposed to look out for the widows. That's all the people, right? That's all the people right there. But that's where my father dwells, because when you see habitation, that means dwell, right? So we know the difference between judicial power, judges, Supreme Court, and an administrative law judges. Okay, there's a difference, and we will know everything about you because of the terms that you call yourself. Okay, remember this, and we're gonna be cool. All right, let's hop on our next slide. Conclusion. Let's work on our closeout game. This is my job description too, and I love it. Check this out. Trust God, dress and keep God's property, protect neighbors with trust tools, show the people how to move with simplicity, test, break, and build free people by God with love. Game over. So if you understand the terms and the conditions in that script right there, you're going to set yourself up for a whole lot of fun, and you're going to bring down your stress levels a whole lot, okay? All right, let's go ahead and walk it back up now. So I wanted to show you my job description, and then I wanted to show you that God's holy habitation is to judge, right? That's what Father does, and he loves it, right? I know he loves it because it's all up in his book. And then Jesus showed us how we're supposed to judge. We judge by showing the right words, and the right words are what Father tells us what we're supposed to show. So we already have the words written down for us, okay? And then I wanted to show you that bit from one of our constitutions where it says, the judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court. So whatever the Supreme Court says, whatever the Supreme Court shows, that's the judgment, right? So that's how they judge. They judge by showing the right law, okay? And then I wanted to show you what judicial power is, right? You know, because you have to remember who gives the authority to the courts and who created the constitutions. The people created the constitutions. Remember, creator creates creation. Just like how Father God created me to get out here and dress and keep the garden, the people created judges, the people created legislatures, and the people created executives to keep the people's business safe. All right, remember that. And then I wanted to show you what court is, so then that way you understand court is the persons, right? And a person is not a man, a person is not a woman, a person is not a people. A person is a tool that the people speak through. So a judge is a person. Remember this, and we're going to be cool. All right, let's go ahead and walk it back down now. So we're done. So go ahead and contact us, and we will build you a private organization and show you how to operate it by God with love. We will show you how to judge righteously. We will show you how to show others the right law as written in simplicity. Until then, I'll see you in the future. And remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.